What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of a new movie that just came out on VOD and digital called Inmate Zero. So let's do that right now. This movie is directed by Russell Owen, and he's done a few other films which I have not seen or know much about. He's also got a few in pre-production or post-production as we speak. This one just was one of those movies that I was like flipping through all the new releases and watched the trailer and thought, hey, okay, maybe this might be kind of good. Essentially, what the story and the premise is that an island that's kept off the books essentially for violent criminals around the world in, I'm assuming, near England? Not sure. But the prison that holds all these violent criminals from around the world essentially also does drug testing to try to treat and cure cancer for some reason. Because they figure, why not? Let's try it out on inmates who are going to die anyway because we can save the world. So they test on these prisoners if they're willing. And of course, the experiments go wrong and leads to zombies, demons, or some kind of infection. Not 100% sure. So that was what really kind of got me interested. While the concept isn't groundbreaking or new or original, I'm kind of a sucker for fucking infections or demon-like things with black eyes, because all the creatures in this movie have black eyes and shake and jerk and shit, like, you know. I'm not an actor, okay? So it looked kind of appealing to me. Okay, yeah, I'll take a chance on this. Why not? It surrounds about one inmate, this American girl who worked for a senator, and somehow the senator's family ended up dying. You figure out later what happened, but she was wrongfully accused, supposedly. Or was she? That's essentially what they wanted to put the spotlight on, this one character. But the problem is that I feel like with a movie that has this big of a concept, being that it's in a prison on an island, an infection outbreak, you kind of have to focus on a lot of different characters. And where this movie, in my opinion, fails is that it doesn't set up the characters ahead of time and just kind of throws them in there, which I can understand. They wanted you to kind of go for that experience where it just like all this stuff has gone on, which, you know, some of those moments were kind of cool. Like when you start to see the little hints and the little phrase of the infection or the experiment or whatever it is that went wrong, which they never really explain. It has a couple of moments in there that I was actually pretty cool with. Then when all the characters get mixed in, it becomes a little too much, you know, to really understand or feel for the characters. You start to get to know who they are as the story progresses, but the problem is that as the story progressed, the more and more I lost interest in this movie. And I'm not sure if that was just because the acting wasn't 100%. The acting is okay. It's average, in my opinion. Although there are a couple of performances or scenes that aren't too bad. But some of the writing also kind of got to me a little bit in this one as well, unfortunately. I had a couple eye roll moments in the movie. When you're doing a movie inside of a prison, it's a huge task. So I give them kudos for trying to tackle something like that. And I almost feel like the story was written before they knew where they were going to shoot almost. Because a lot of the scenes where they're going from room to room or different cell blocks and stuff, or it seems like everything's within like this one area. I can't imagine how that whole cell block was set up. You would go from the cell block into the warden's office or the outside. Let's just say that it kind of made me have to suspend my disbelief a little harder than I wanted to. You know, there is some gore in the movie, which is okay. It's a step up in some of the movie. It's a lot of afterthoughts, so seeing the pieces fall off, it's not exactly seeing it happen in the moment. So the practical effects are there, but it's more, again, of off camera or, you know, cut to the scene and you just see the head rolling. I don't know. It lost me by the end of the movie. Man, I don't know. You know, I was like really enjoying the movie in the very beginning, and it just slowly kept bringing it down and down and down as it went on. I think it's a little too long. I think they could have packed it a little tighter, maybe got a little bit more organized, made me not have to suspend my disbelief as much as I needed to in order to try to enjoy this movie. Got a little wordy and didn't make a lot of sense in some regard. Logically, it just didn't seem to fit together. So unfortunately, I think with this one, it's a pretty much an average film for me. I'm kind of struggling with like a 5, I don't know. But it's pretty average to me, and it's on the fence on whether or not I would watch it again. It could go lower a second time watching it for me, I don't know. But if you're looking to check it out, I mean, I don't think it's a 50-50 chance here for you guys. You may or may not like it. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people think it's the worst movie ever. You're wrong. It's definitely not the worst movie ever. It's just average. This one just kind of missed for me. Black-eyed, demon-infected, whatever it may be, just wasn't enough to really serve up the goods on this one. Have you seen it? Are you interested in seeing it? Sound off in the comment section down below. And if you are here for the first time and you've been watching my videos for a while even and have never subscribed, please do. It really helps me out, and I'm trying to hit 1K subscribers here soon, right on the cusp of doing so. But other than that, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and as always, long live the void.